you're thinking about moving to Los Angeles, you've narrowed it down to the San Fernando Valley and more specifically the Encino area. Encino has so much to offer, but a lot of people are not sure exactly where it is located within the San Fernando Valley and where it is located within the Los Angeles region itself. So in this video, we're going to do a tour. We're going to pull up the Google map. I'm going to show you specifically the Encino area, where you can find your amenities, where people are living, the different neighborhoods, so you can get a better feel for what it's like to live in the Encino neighborhood of Los Angeles in the San Fernando Valley region. I know it's a lot of places, but there are these sub-regions all in Los Angeles. Check out some of my other videos to get a better explanation of how the city of Los Angeles and the county of Los Angeles is all broken up. So let's just jump into the video right now. Okay, I've got the map pulled up, and this gives you a wide view of where Encino is. So Encino is located right in the middle of our screen here, highlighted with this red dotted outline. This is Encino. Now, I'm pulling out here because you can see in relation to where it is for downtown Los Angeles, right here, I've got it highlighted in blue, where it is in relation to the coast, Santa Monica down here, and where it is in relation to the San Fernando Valley. And again, check out some of my other videos to get a better idea of what makes up the San Fernando Valley. But essentially, it's going to be the 27 here. We're going to run along this street, this Topanga Canyon, and it runs along the mountains here and comes up to where Glendale is and back up and over to the 118. That's your general overall of the San Fernando Valley. So let's scroll in, zoom in where Encino is. Okay, so Encino is located in the southern portion, kind of in the center, southern portion of the San Fernando Valley, along where the 405 freeway, this north-south freeway, which is the major artery for Los Angeles going north and south. And it's the intersection of 405 freeway north-south and the 101 freeway east-west. That's also a major section. So this is one of the busiest intersections, freeway intersections that you will find in the country, not just Los Angeles. It gets packed here. So Encino is the neighborhood just west of the 405 freeway. On the other side is another popular San Fernando Valley neighborhood called Sherman Oaks. You can see it right there. We'll do another video for that. So right now the emphasis in Encino, what it's like to live here. You can check out again my other videos. This is going to be a little bit more of an explanation of where different areas are in Encino. So you can see Encino. Well, I'm going to pull up the satellite image. So what I want to show you is a lot of Encino is made up of the back end of the Santa Monica Mountains. You can see here in the satellite version, the mountains here, a lot of hillside properties. And there is a pretty big divide between, I'm going to scroll in. We got Ventura Boulevard here. Let me pull up my drawing line here. So you have Ventura Boulevard that runs east-west. This is another major artery, another major street that pretty much runs the entire southern portion of the San Fernando Valley from Woodland Hills all the way through Studio City. And this is where a lot of your entertainment is. We'll get into that in a minute. But I'm highlighting this because there is a big divide whether you live south of Ventura Boulevard, which would be in this hillside region, or north of Ventura Boulevard. A big difference in price point and just lifestyle in general. And the reason is when you live in hillsides in general, you get possible views, larger properties, and you're a little bit more secluded, so people pay more for that. But there's an additional point to this, and that is you are that much closer to the West Los Angeles area, which runs along, you got to take the 405 freeway south or Sepulveda Boulevard, which runs right parallel to the 405 freeway, puts you closer to the lifestyle of West LA. Or if you live and work, or if you work in West Los Angeles, UCLA area, Santa Monica, Brentwood, and these areas over here, you're just a lot closer. You cut down on your commute, and commute time is a big deal when you're talking about living in Los Angeles in general and in the Valley. Okay, so let's talk about where your major sources of amenities are and where your source of entertainment is going to be, your restaurants, your shopping in Encino. And for the most part, it's going to be along Ventura Boulevard. Here. So Ventura Boulevard, I highlighted it before. I'll do it again. This red line here. This is Ventura Boulevard. And this is the heart and soul of Encino. It's kind of the heart and soul of the valley. And you're going to find places like Amazon Fresh, which is the new Amazon market. It's kind of cool if you haven't been to it. You just go in, there's really no people checking you in, checking you out. You put in your Amazon account number, you fill your cart, fill your bags, and you walk out, and somehow all the cameras and all the technology know what you've bought, and it charges your Prime account, and there you go. So it's a pretty cool experience. So Amazon Fresh, you have this shopping center right here along Havenhurst and Ventura Boulevard, where you're going to have your supermarket, your Ralph's supermarket here. You got a CVS here for your conveniences, your drugstores. You got Starbucks. You've got a couple of restaurants right in this section here. Sweet Green, which is a newer health food restaurant. Sweet Lady Jane, great bakery, highly recommend. Very popular place on the weekends. Amazon Fresh, as I mentioned, and across from it you have Gelson's, which is kind of a little bit of more of a higher end supermarket. Great deli, great bakery as well. And you have restaurants right around here as well. And let me scroll back out. Now you also have some business centers around here, but that's a little bit more east, and we'll go there in a minute. You have Sushi, the Katsuya, which is a great sushi place, highly recommend. And you can just see all of these shopping center areas and business parks in yellow. Those are these commercial properties. And let me see, point out here, we'll go a little bit more west. Let me zoom out. So moving a little west, you've got this yellow section here is mainly like these mid-rise business park, business buildings. And we're going to scroll back out and show you as we move west along the Ventura Boulevard. We've got Balboa and Ventura Boulevard, big major intersection. Here we've got Fat Sal's Deli. These sandwiches are incredible, but I think one sandwich could feed 4 people, in my opinion. Encino Park is a local neighborhood park here. I'm going to scroll in so you can see what it's like to live here. A lot of families go here. They've got basketball courts, tennis courts, park open space here. I've been to different events here. They've got Easter egg hunt put on by the city, which is nice. Sometimes they put on little parades during the year as well. Basketball courts I mentioned. Then you also, while we're here, I'm going to scroll here. You've got the Encino Charter Elementary School, which is right here. It's a very popular elementary school, highly rated on greatschools.org. Check it out for more detailed scores. But this is a very, very desirable elementary school for a lot of people in the Encino area. And that's home prices around here are a little bit more expensive because of that. So I'm going to scroll back out. We'll go back to this version here. So as we scroll here, we've got Coffee Bean, Sports Clips. As we move a little west here, we have Encino Commons. It's another shopping district here. They've got one of my favorite breakfast places called More Than Waffles, super packed during the weekends, but man, this place is great. Some of the best waffles, great egg sandwiches there. Super, super tasty. I love going there. You have Michael's, which is like a craft store. You've got Chili's Bar and Grill here, and you have a French bakery as well, French restaurant. You've got a bank here as well as some other conveniences. And across the way, you have this Tel Aviv Israeli restaurant, which is really good food. Another shopping center called Business Park here. You've got a salon and more banks and just other amenities that you may need. Another great breakfast spot here is called the Nook. It's also a very popular place, indoor and outdoor eating. Highly recommend getting there super early or placing your order ahead to go. Otherwise, you're going to be in long lines on the weekends for sure. You got Jamba Juice. You've got Coral Tree Restaurant here. And you have this section here. You've got a City Target, which is kind of a smaller version of a Target right in this area, but it became a place that super convenient, easy to get in and out of. Shake Shack, great burger spot. And so you can see there's a Chick-fil-A over here. All along Ventura Boulevard, I'm going to scroll back out, is pretty much where, if you live in Encino, that's where you're going to be going for your amenities, for your dining, for your shopping. And it's cool because it's all pretty centrally located, and you see a lot of the same faces because everyone in the community is going to those streets, to that street, and to those restaurants. So let's talk a little bit outside of the Ventura Boulevard section. What else is there in Encino as far as entertainment goes? And that brings us to this big green area right here, which is the Lake Balboa Park. Now, this is technically partially in Encino and then partially in Lake Balboa and partially in Van Nuys. But if you're in Encino, this is your place to go for outdoor recreation outside of hiking. So we'll scroll in here and give you a satellite view of it. So there's a few golf courses here. So if you're into golf, great place. They've got bird watching sanctuaries here. By the way, there's another Target right outside of Encino. But great bird watching and sanctuary area, which is really cool. This area right here is the man-made lake. And when you scroll in, they've got a playground here, a couple playgrounds here for kids, walking paths around the lake. And you can paddle boat in here. They're like shaped like swans. So it's kind of cool for the family to do. People fish in here. I don't know if I recommend it. They do stock it, but people do. You're going to see tons of ducks and swans and all sorts of birds just roaming around, cranes. People use this as an exercise path. People use this as a meeting place just to meet their neighbors or just have fun walk around with friends, family. And this place is packed during the weekend. There are lots of parties, birthday parties. There's people doing picnics and grills. They also have events throughout the season around this park. This dirt area is like a bike path, a walking path, but a lot of people usually bike around here. Little BMX here, RC car racing, if you're into that, and big open space. This image was taken during the summer. It is a little bit more green during the springtime. So that just so you know, it is pretty arid and desert. Of course, you're in California, but it does get a little bit more green than what you're seeing here. And let's see. Also, you're going to see a lot of people working out here, jogging, running. They put on 5Ks, 10Ks, marathons around here. I've been a part of some of those bike paths. So it's just this big, convenient, open park space, one of the biggest in the valley. And it brings people from all over the valley here, but especially if you live in Encino, you're going to find yourself here quite a bit. Now, this is on the east side of Balboa Boulevard. When you're on the west side of it, this is a little bit more of your sports complexes. So up here, Sepulveda Basin Sports Complex, you've got 4 big softball fields and a soccer field here. I played plenty of softball on these fields, and it's a lot of fun, and it's dedicated for those sports. So it's really nice there. Pretty well manicured fields if you're into that. And then here you've got a big soccer complex, AYSO. They've got adult leagues that play here. They've got big soccer tournaments here and walking paths all around here. You're going to see that. And what's really cool is, although there's a big major thoroughfare, big street here, you can actually walk or bike ride here because there is a tunnel that connects you from the west portion of the park to the eastern portion of the park. So you don't need to cross the major street for cars or anything. You just go right under it. It's right around here. Actually, the tunnel runs right along the Los Angeles River. Now I'll get into that in a minute. If you scroll down more, you've got more softball fields here, and I'll zoom in. Tennis courts. You have basketball courts here. The rec center has a gym here, so they've got volleyball, basketball inside, and open space here for people just to hang out. And this is where the playground is for kids if you have kids that want that. Now, I will give you a warning. This is a big golf course. You will encounter quite a bit of homeless people in and around this area. It's become a little bit more of a problem, especially along this Los Angeles River. You're going to see a lot of tents popped up here. For the most part, they keep to themselves, but you will see it here. So it kind of takes away from a little bit of the experience. And you will also see it in this section here of the park. Because it's a little bit more tucked away. And so just as a warning to be aware of that. You have the orange line. This is the bus line. I should point this out here. This will take you ultimately all the way into kind of the downtown area, and it connects the valley, which is a nice way. If you don't want to use your car, you can just jump on the orange line and it takes you east and west. And I'm going to scroll out again. Now, this isn't technically part of Encino. You can see the dotted line here for the boundaries, but you have Woodley Park, which is another very cool area. They have Japanese gardens here, which is really nice, pretty popular place to go. They've got an archery center. They've got cricket fields here, open space. They do soccer practice here. My kid did that here. Here's the cricket fields. And again, here's the open preserve where the bird sanctuary, bird watching is, and again, walking paths. So there are a lot of opportunities for a lot of great outdoor lifestyle, and why not? Because it is sunny so much time of the year in Encino, 320 days a year, probably 300 days a year. And so people want to take advantage of being outside, and it's just nice to have this big open space dedicated to that. Now let's talk about some of the neighborhoods. This is Encino Village, and I'm familiar with Encino Village. You got a house there. And what's cool about this area is right here, this street, Hatteras, you can walk right into the park. There's no gates, there's no anything. You just right in there. There's actually a path right here. It shows you, and boom, you're right into the park, and you can access all of the cool things we had just talked about. So that's what's really cool about this neighborhood. Plus, there's only really 3 ways to get in. It's a pretty secluded neighborhood, even though it's right in the middle of the Encino neighborhood. You can enter in through Balboa, enter in through Hatteras, and up here through Oxnard. So these homes here, it's kind of like a oval grid here. It's not, well, I guess we'll call them rectangles. But that's the way this neighborhood is set up. If you want specific information on housing, on the prices, check out some of my other videos, give you more details there. And if you are thinking about relocating and moving to the Encino area, Los Angeles area, San Fernando Valley region, make sure you reach out to my team and I. We love helping people move to and relocate to Los Angeles and the surrounding neighborhoods. Contact information is below. If you like what you see, I'd love to hear from you. If you have any questions about Encino or about the San Fernando Valley, go ahead and put them below and we will answer that as well. Hit the like button if you like what you see, and hit that bell to get notified for new videos. Next to Encino Village, you have Encino Park. And these homes tend to be a little bit smaller, although there's a lot of flipping, a lot of construction going on in this neighborhood specifically. Developers are buying these homes and making them a little bit larger, making them nicer. And so it's becoming a more popular area for people to move into. This area is a little bit more less expensive than Encino Village for a couple of reasons. In general, these are 1-car garage homes. They're also smaller lots compared to Encino Village next door. Encino Village is a lot closer and it has direct access to the park. And when you're in Encino Village, you are part of the Encino Charter Elementary School, which again, I mentioned was pretty highly rated and pretty desirable. So there are some other good schools, of course, in Encino, but that does make a difference. Any type of questions you have for schools, make sure you check out greatschools.org. Over here, you've got the Encino Post Office here, pretty convenient to the neighborhood. White Oak is another big street that goes north and south through Encino. Not really any businesses here around here until you get closer to the Ventura Boulevard. So let's say you're talking about condos. If you're not looking for a single family home, most of your condos and apartment living is going to be right in this area here. You can see these big buildings here. You're right between the 101 freeway and Ventura Boulevard. A lot of condos and apartments in this area. So if you're looking for that, that's going to be, just so you have an idea where it is in the map, this section here. I'm circling it with my mouse, circle it with this disappearing pen right there. And of course, along Ventura Boulevard, just north and just south of the street, you're going to find apartments and condos as well. So let's scroll back in. And over here, you're going to find what's called the Amnestoy Estates. So although you're in the flat area, you are going to find some really large homes here with big lots. These homes can run 3, 4, 5, almost 6 million. A lot of new construction here. Builders have come in, bought properties, and mowed them down to the studs and rebuilt these large properties. a lot of glass and steel type homes, kind of these box modern contemporary homes. But that's where you're going to find a lot of them right in this area. So your least expensive place to live in Encino is going to be Encino Park. Then your next is going to be Encino Village. Then after that is going to be in this area just south of the 101 freeway, in between the 101 freeway and Ventura Boulevard. This section right here will be like your third least expensive area. And then, as I mentioned, your most expensive area is going to be all in these hills here, because again, hillside properties and views. A lot of celebrities live in this portion of Encino. Not that saying that's a reason to move there, but it gives you an indication if celebrities are buying there. These homes anywhere between 4 all the way up to 15 million. Some of them have some pretty spectacular views. For hiking, what's nice about some of these neighborhoods, there's going to be hiking trails. You walk outside your door, walk a few blocks, and you're at the head of a trail. There's one over in this area here. And what's nice is you can walk these trails and get up into this area, and you've got some really cool views of Encino, Tarzana, which is a neighboring neighborhood to the west. And if you get to the backbone, you can travel from Encino all the way to the west over these hills and check out some ocean views. It's going to take you quite a while to get there, but it is possible. You've got Topanga State Park over here, and that's a big hiking area. So there are some really cool hiking trails in the area as well. And what's again, that's another big draw for Encino and parts of the San Fernando Valley if you like to hike. So scrolling back out again, just to give you an idea of where we are, here it is, Encino right in the middle. When you go further north, this Cal State Northridge, Cal State University Northridge is up here, if that's something that's important to you for moving to the San Fernando Valley. Woodland Hills is another big shopping district. They've got the Village, and you can see how close it is. It's just right here, maybe 10-minute drive. And you've got some really kind of cool shopping, got movie theaters, high-end eating, casual eating. So when you're living in Encino, Encino has a lot to offer in itself along Ventura Boulevard, as I mentioned, great recreation areas, hiking, some really cool neighborhoods, beautiful homes in the hills here. But you're also close to other entertainment spots of the valley, including Woodland Hills. You're close to Sherman Oaks, which has another business district there, some great entertainment spots along Ventura Boulevard there as well. And then again, one of the biggest draws is that you're right at this intersection of the 405, 101. So if you want to go downtown, you jump on that 101 freeway and you can get to downtown Los Angeles right along this section here, like this. Also, if you're in the movie industry, which a lot of people are who live in the valley, you can shoot into Burbank along the 101 through here, get right into Burbank where all the studios are. And if you're looking to get into the ocean, you just head down 405 freeway or Sepulveda, get into Santa Monica, and you've got beautiful Santa Monica there. Also get to the beach going west along the 101 freeway, Topanga Canyon Boulevard, which is the 27. It runs you through the Santa Monica Mountains, through Topanga, the neighborhood there, beautiful, kind of quaint mountainside community, for lack of better terms, and all the way down to the ocean there. And if you need to go to the airport, LAX, Los Angeles International Airport, head down the 405 right here. Now, it will take you a little while. I'm making it sound easier than it is because we do have a ton of traffic. But if you need to get anywhere in the world, LAX is there. If you are looking for travel to the western portion of the country, and I would highly recommend the airport here in Burbank, which I take all the time. It's a lot more convenient, smaller airport, easier to get in and out of. And then, of course, just for reference, you've got Hollywood over here, this area. Getty Museum, I should have mentioned this for entertainment, beautiful artwork, lots of events here. You've got the Getty here, which is really close to Encino. A lot of people go there. You've got the Skirball Museum, Jewish Museum, great artwork there, great activities, family outings. They have something called Noah's Ark, which is this really cool interactive exhibit for kids. It's great for adults too. It's a lot of fun. Let me scroll back out. So Encino again, here we are. Scroll back in. Oh, this popped up right here. Sherman Oaks Castle Park, miniature golf, batting cages, arcade. Went there as a kid, loved taking my family there. Kids love it. It's a really cool spot. That's in Sherman Oaks technically, but it's really right adjacent to Encino. So as you can see, Encino's got a lot to offer. Pretty easy to navigate, small neighborhood, but it's really central. So there's a lot of reasons why people choose to move here. If you want more information, make sure you reach out to my team and I. We love helping people move to and relocate to Encino, San Fernando Valley region in general, Los Angeles overall. Hit us up at the contact information below. And again, hit that like button if you like what you see, comment below, and we'll see you on the next video.